Beneath the murky green waters of this forgotten lake, something incredible waits in the darkness, a secret hidden for 40 long years. The diver's flashlight cuts through the sediment, revealing chrome that hasn't seen sunlight since 1983, the unmistakable shape of a classic. Gloved fingers wipe away decades of algae growth, and slowly the iconic Chevrolet badge emerges from beneath layers of underwater biological buildup. On the surface, the crane barge positions itself directly above the recovery site, heavy steel cables descending into the unknown depths below. The winch begins its slow, powerful pull, cables straining under tension as bubbles rise from the depths, signaling movement. Far below the surface, breaking through the surface after 4 decades. Water cascades off rusted chrome bumpers as this 1957 Bel Air sees daylight once again. Gallons of lake water pour from every opening. Through the rotted convertible, top from door seams, revealing the skeleton of what once was beautiful suspended between water and sky. The complete silhouette emerges, iconic tail fins dripping with mud. A ghost from the Eisenhower era returning home. The recovery trailer receives its precious cargo lakeside. Decades of silt and destruction now fully visible in the gray morning light, overwhelming damage everywhere. Zebra mussels and thick mud cover every surface. Each door handle tells a story of 40 winters frozen beneath ice, 40 summers in darkness. The flatbed begins its slow journey away from the lake, leaving a trail of muddy water on the rural road. Heading toward resurrection, workshop gates open wide to receive this waterlogged time capsule. Bright lights inside promising transformation. A journey from destruction back to glory begins. High-pressure water blasts against the grill. 40 years of accumulated lake-bottom mud exploding away. Brown water rivers flowing across the wash bay. Chrome bumper emerges from beneath algae. Blanket, each pass of the pressure washer revealing more damage. More pitting, more work ahead for restoration. The distinctive tail fins receive their cleaning. Original turquoise paint barely visible beneath severe corrosion, but the iconic shape remains unmistakably Bel Air. From above, the complete car emerges from its mud cocoon, brown runoff streaming toward drains. The full, horrifying extent of damage now completely visible. The deteriorated convertible top frame comes away in pieces. Corroded mechanism crumbling at every touch. Fabric disintegrating into nothing but rust and memories. Seized door hinge bolts finally surrender after penetrating oil and patience. Rust scale raining down as each fastener breaks free from its frozen position. The interior gutting reveals rusted floor pans with holes you can see through. 40 years underwater, leaving nothing salvageable. Complete reconstruction will be necessary. Brittle wiring crumbles to powder at first touch. Green corrosion covering every copper connection. Electrolysis having destroyed the entire electrical system beyond any repair. Chrome bumper assembly on the workbench shows the underwater devastation clearly. Severe pitting, rust through holes, missing pieces, requiring complete professional rechroming to restore. Angle grinder meets rusted fender metal. Orange sparks flying across the workshop, revealing paper-thin steel beneath the oxidation. Too far gone for simple repair. Inside the sandblasting cabinet, decades of damage strip away, revealing bare metal truth, showing exactly where new steel must replace the old. On the rotisserie, the bare body shell rotates slowly. Rust through sections visible everywhere. Floors, rockers, quarters. This restoration requires complete metal reconstruction throughout. Careful measurements mark the surgical cut lines around quarter panel damage. Precision planning, essential before any cutting. Begins on irreplaceable vintage sheet metal. Sparks fly as the cutting wheel slices through rusted metal, separating damaged sections along carefully marked lines. Preparing for new panel fabrication and installation. Fresh steel floor pan test fits into position perfectly. New metal meeting old structure. Clamps holding everything aligned for the precision welding work ahead. Blue-white arc light illuminates. The weld pooler's new floor permanently joins original chassis. Sparks cascading downward. Solid structure returning to this broken shell. Grinding disc smooths every welded seam flush with surrounding metal. Orange sparks flying, creating continuous surfaces ready for protective coating and paint preparation. The rotisserie turns the body for complete underside access. Fresh welds visible throughout. The skeleton growing stronger with each repair. Resurrection taking shape. Black rubberized undercoating sprays across new floor pans, protecting fresh metal from future corrosion, ensuring another 60 years of life for this reborn chassis. The rebuilt V8 engine descends into its home. Fresh Chevrolet orange paint, gleaming heart of the Bel Air returning to pump life through this machine. Chrome exhausts, manifold bolts, thread into clean cylinder heads, each fastener bringing mechanical systems together. The powertrain puzzle assembling piece by careful piece. Rebuilt Powerglide transmission mates to the fresh engine, alignment perfect. Bolts drawing the two together permanently. Complete drivetrain, ready to move this classic again. New wiring harness routes through the firewall. Color-coded connections replacing corroded originals. Electrons will flow properly through this Chevrolet once again very soon. Gray epoxy primer mist settles across bare metal body shell. Complete coverage providing corrosion protection foundation. The first step toward that beautiful turquoise finish. Body fillers smooths minor imperfections on door surfaces. Plastic spreader creating seamless transitions. Preparing panels for the long-sanding process that reveals true perfection. Long-sanding board works the guide-coated surface flat. Gray dust accumulating. Every tiny imperfection disappearing under skilled hands. Mirror straight panels emerging. From patient effort, tack cloth captures the last invisible dust particles. Sticky fabric ensuring absolute cleanliness. Pristine surface essential for flawless paint adhesion and final finish quality. Brilliant turquoise base coat flows from the spray gun. Vivid color transforming gray primer. 1957 coming alive again in correct tropical turquoise. Factory hue. Crisp masking lines separate turquoise from India. Ivory white on the roof. Two-tone magic appearing exactly as this Bel Air left the factory. Clear coat builds depth over the cured color. Wet, glossy layers promising mirror finish. Each pass adding protection and brilliance to this stunning paint job. Rotary polisher transforms. Orange peel texture into liquid glass. Deep reflections appearing in turquoise surface. Show quality, finish, emerging under the foam cutting pad. Re-chromed bumper receives final polish. Mirror brilliance, returning to surfaces that spent 40 years underwater. Transformation from pitted ruin to perfect chrome complete. Restored chrome trim clicks into place.